Hello, everyone, and welcome to Kryptonite. So let's dive in.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, and if you like the video at the end, click on the thumbs up.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Kryptonite, the crypto investor channel. I'm Boris. Today, I'm joined with Colton. Hi, Colton. How are
Hey,
you?
Boris. I'm good. How are you doing today?
Good. So today, we're going to dive into NFTs. So I know you prepared some questions.
Yeah, definitely. And, I'm pretty fairly new to this. So, getting some information on this will be very valuable. My first question for you, Boris, is, what is an NFT? I know it's a non-fungible token, but, what is an NFT?
Okay, so the NFTs, they're basically kind of a unique, to simplify, it'll be like a JPEG that's unique and a JPEG that is certified by the blockchain as being the original. So, and if you're the owner of that NFT, either it is very valuable, like some piece of art. So it's very comparable to art as well, because obviously, if you have an original Picasso, obviously, it's very valuable. And but the thing about paintings is you have had fakes for many years. People that were copying famous painters and making fake art, but it is not possible in the NFT world because it is on the blockchain. So it's verifying, that it is really yours and not a fake. So art is one of them. Collectibles is another thing, so baseball cards, those type of things, all those collectibles, Pokemon cards, all those are going to be NFT based. And then it's very useful also for other applications. I mean, we're going to start seeing, concert tickets, which will be NFTs, because then no one can make fakes. Or, those guys that are trying to sell you a fake one at the in front of the concert hall or something like that. At least you can know if it's a real one or not. So basically, lots of different applications. Now, NFTs do not have to be only an image. They could also be kind of a video. So it could be, part of a film or part of an action that happened in sports. That's something also pretty popular as well. So yeah, lots of different applications out there for NFTs, and it's just the beginning. So it's going to be a lot more coming up.
Yeah, and you kind of, hit my second question. You said digital art, but you hit the other things, like memes, gift cards, and not gift cards, trading cards, etc. And one thing you kind of hit on was, a meme recently just sold. I don't know if you know the cat meme that's out. It's a GIF. It's a cat. It's sold for $560,000. So anything right now you can kind of see going digital turns into an NFT. My next question to you though is, can anyone use an NFT? Can anyone buy an NFT? Is there parameters behind that? You only see celebrities right now, at least here in the US. Post Malone was a recent one. Lindsay Lohan was a recent one that put one out. But, can anyone create an NFT? Can anyone buy an NFT?
Well, yeah, I mean, anyone can create NFTs. Anyone can buy NFTs. There are lots of marketplaces for that. Speaking of which, one of the biggest ones just got created by Coinbase. Coinbase just created its own marketplace to NFT, which I think that up until now, NFTs were mainly on a few sites that you had to be kind of initiated to know where it was. With Coinbase, I think they're going to touch everybody. It's going to make it a lot more mainstream, than what it is. Now, they already have over like 1.2 million people that are on the waiting list because that NFT marketplace is about to open. It's not open just yet. It's about to open, and in no time they already had like 1.2 million people, saying I want to be on the waiting list. there is a waiting list. Because obviously, like opening any accounts, that's going to put a lot of stress on Coinbase to register everybody, do the KYC, and all those different things, because it is a whole new monster altogether that's a little bit different than trading cryptos. So that's one thing. The other thing that's interesting to know is that in a matter of just like 24, 48 hours, I mean, they open, of course, a Twitter account specifically for Coinbase NFT, and they passed like 16 or 17,000 members in a matter of like 24 hours. It's just crazy how fast. So you can see that the demand is out there for NFTs, and having a platform like Coinbase, and I'm sure the others are going to follow, all the other biggest competitor to Coinbase, the Binance, the KuCoins, all those guys, they're all going to follow, and they're all going to have their own NFT market. Some of them already do. They're not as famous as Coinbase. It was interesting to see Coinbase being one of the biggest getting into the NFT market. Some of the smaller exchanges already have NFT markets. So yes, it will be available to everybody. So pretty much right now, anybody could buy NFTs, and anybody can make an NFT. But I mean, of course, if you're not a graphic artist, if you're not well known, if you're not a celebrity, and you make an NFT, it's probably going to fetch, $1 or $5. I mean, it's not going to go anywhere realistically, but anybody can make NFTs. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy. Now, the other thing that's important to know is that they, like we said, they sit on a blockchain. But there are lots of blockchains out there. And right now, the biggest one of them all is Ethereum. Mm-hmm. And the problem is gas fees. Gas fees are pretty high right now. So minting an NFT, onto the blockchain, meaning that it's kind of registering, the NFT with the blockchain, that is extremely pricey right now in gas fees.
Yeah.
That's the reason why we've seen Solana go through the roof recently, because minting on Solana is a lot cheaper. We're talking a few cents per NFT. Mm-hmm. So suddenly everybody's, not everybody's, but a lot of people are switching over to Solana to say, well, let me mint my NFTs on Solana because it is a lot cheaper. And of course, everybody's jumping on the bandwagon. XRP is now, using the XRPL, the ledger from Ripple, to say, oh yeah, we can mint NFT too, and the same, it'll cost fraction of pennies, it'll cost nothing. And a lot of other actually blockchains have said, well, we can do that as well, so a lot of competition for Ethereum is coming. Ethereum is still the largest one because, there was pretty much the only one at some point, or one of the rare ones that you could do the NFT minting on. But because of gas fees being so high, we're seeing a lot of others, taking market share. But it cannot happen overnight. So I think we're going to see some interesting shifts coming in the few coming months.
Yeah, and that was my next question. Are there any downsides of an NFT? And you kind of hit that spot on. With the how expensive it is. Is there any other downsides you see right now with NFTs?
Well, I mean, there's both upside and downside. Obviously, you have downside. You can buy something for $500,000, and maybe it's worth $10,000 tomorrow, But you could also, on the other side, buy something that was worth $10,000, and tomorrow it is worth $100,000, And so the thing with art, as you know, is very subjective. I mean, why is Picasso so well known, and some other painters from his era, are totally unknown and were never able to go anywhere. Now, of course, there is the genius behind it and all that stuff, but I'm sure there are probably a few good painters from his era that are totally unknown, and they had talent too, but for some reason they never made it, like Picasso made it. So there's a lot of subjectivity. Now, there are things that I would say probably, should do fairly well, if it's coming from well-known things. Let's imagine that Disney or, some big artist company that produces, very famous things like, I'm thinking, I'm sure, for those who have kids, the different Disney movies, if let's say they do an NFT of the main poster or whatever for one of their blockbuster movies for kids, there are high chances, maybe it won't reach millions of dollars, but the NFT of that unique poster or whatever, might be worth thousands of dollars, maybe tens of thousands of dollars. And plus, there is always that effect that if people are bidding against each other, like it happens in auction houses, the auction can go up, 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 because very often, a lot of NFTs, especially the artsy type NFTs, are usually sold, using auction mechanism. So if you are buying through an auction, if you have 10 people that have quite a bit of money and they're all bidding against each other, prices can go through the roof. So upside, downside, yes, they're both here. But I think that the NFT is going to become, especially over the next coming years, it definitely is getting inflated right now, and some people may look at it as a bubble. But there are very high chances that over the next coming years, in the next 5-10 years, we're going to see this market grow and grow by leaps and bounds. This is going to probably be a pretty big market.
No, definitely. Yes, sir. And, I just kind of wanted to understand the basics of NFT today. So, those are all the questions that I have. But, if you have anything else that you want to add on, feel free, Boris. But, I feel like I understand the basics of NFTs now. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's, and there's one other thing that you can do if you're interested in NFTs, but you're like, I don't want to know, I don't know what to buy, and so on and so forth. Yeah. There are some great coins out there that you can buy. One of them that I did buy myself, and I think it's going to do fairly well. It's called Ecomi, and you'll find it easily on Coin Marketplace. And the great thing about that coin is they have the contract for multiple big companies, but the biggest one that they have is Marvel's. So you can get Marvel NFTs through Ecomi, and they're the only one who's licensed to do that. So instead of buying NFTs from them, because I don't know which one to buy, I'm not an expert, in the Marvel world, is it Hulk that's going to fetch the most money, or is it Iron Man or whoever? So the cool thing that you can do if you're interested in NFT and you just want to dip in a little bit, dip your toes into the pool of NFT, you can say, let me buy a little bit of Ecomi, because there are high chances that this is one of the ones that's going to do pretty well. So that's that's another possibility if you want to try to start getting into the NFT world.
Awesome. Thank you. I'll definitely take a look at that for sure. Marvel, as you said, depending on which one you get, could blow up. You get Iron Man, it's going to really blow up. So definitely. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Colton. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you on the next episode of Crypto Night. Have a good day.
Have a good day, guys. Bye.
I hope this video helps. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. And if you like the video at the end, click on the thumbs up.